Hello and welcome to the Spaghetti Junction podcast. My name is Bruce.
My name's Gareth.
And we talk about things. We just don't know where they're going to
Where
go.
they're gonna go. Well, hello from a stinking hot New Zealand.
Yeah, you were saying it's getting a bit humid there. Huh? Same in Joburg. It's nice and cloudy today, so hopefully it'll be a little bit cooler. We'll see.
Yeah, I was saying to you that it's very muggy right now. That's what makes the heat a little bit more difficult. Is just muggy.
Yeah. I'm a much I'm a summer person myself, but I much prefer the drier heat rather than the humidity. I'm glad I'm not down in Durban, South Coast, all of that, because that would get a little too extreme.
Yeah, a little bit warm. Yeah, okay. No, it's just one of those heats that you struggle to sleep, but when you do sleep, then you sleep longer because it's just everywhere.
Yeah,
but that's all right, dude.
I like waking. Yeah, so I like waking up so early because it's still nice and cool in the mornings at 4 o'clock
in the morning.
Yeah.
Did you get an email from Brendan? I mean, a WhatsApp from Brendan.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. About Claire's dad, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So yeah, we would from the Spaghetti Junction podcast, we would like to send our condolences, and we are with you guys in spirit and in prayer.
Yep, 100%, dude.
Yeah, I will see if I can get hold of Claire today. I don't know if you've spoken to her yet.
No, not at all. No. She's like literally. I would imagine that you can get to. I would imagine that they would have a funeral sometime in the next week.
Yes. Yeah. So I think I'm hopefully she's using the same number in SA as the last time she was here. So I'll see if I can get hold of her.
Yeah.
If not, I'll get the number from Brendan.
Yeah, exactly. And also, what's really rough is that the last time that I think it was the last time that she came back, it was a few years ago, was also around a family death as well.
Correct. Her brother passed away.
Yeah, it's not really like a welcome back to the country for any good reason whatsoever.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, it's pretty rough. I think the fact that it happened so fast is it like took like a day and it just bam.
Really? Super fast. I don't. Okay. I don't. I got the WhatsApp from Brendan. I don't know any more details than that.
No, I mean you would have got the same one, dude.
Same one. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Is that he collapsed yesterday morning and was taken to Mill Park with low blood, and he passed away on the same day.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, definitely. That's rough. So yeah, we're thinking of you guys.
Yeah.
Do you want to just go straight into our lovely topic, because this is going to
be might as well, eh?
I mean, I brought this so what me and Bruce do sometimes is that we wait until a day before we do this episodes, and we just, oh crap, what are we talking about today?
Because these weeks go so fast. You're like, I get to work. I'm sitting in my teaching room on a Thursday, and I'm like, oh, flip, it's Thursday. Like, where did the week go? You know?
Crazy, yeah.
So then it's either like I'll send you a message, or sometime during the day I'll get a message from you, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. You're about to go to bed, and you're like, dude, what are we going to talk about?
Yeah. So I came to the rescue. I came to the rescue this time. Maybe again, but definitely this time. Anyways, the point being, I was so we seem to get a lot of the same feed, you and me, because we have similar interests and so forth. I was like, okay, Bruce, there's this guy called Tom MacDonald, and so you knew Tom MacDonald, you know more of Tom MacDonald than I do, and I think I might know Ben Shapiro a little bit more, but it doesn't really matter. Point being is that this guy Tom MacDonald made a song that I wasn't even aware of, but because I had links also to like once in a while watching Shapiro and Peterson and so forth. Oh, Obama's sake is going to lose his this is a whole nother topic probably. Peterson is going to lose his license, his counseling license, a whole bunch of stuff. You know Peterson, eh? Jordan Peterson?
I thought he was going to. I thought he was going to fight it. Obviously, I'm not keeping up. I'm not keeping up with it. So
no,
I don't know the latest.
Well, that's why I'm telling you now.
Jeepers. So what? He won't
that's
be.
Why I'm telling you now. So the point is, he's not fighting it, because if he fights it, he's basically going to change a lot of his views, and he's going to go against what he believes is right, which is what they want. So he's saying, screw it, if that's what you want from me, well, then that's just how it's going to be. I reckon that's another topic in itself. So I won't really chat more about it. But yep, his mainstream has been shut down. That's interesting. Sure. Anyway, so back to Shapiro, Ben Shapiro. Yeah. So there's a music video going around with him and Ben Shapiro. Both are more on the right side of politics in America.
Yeah. Very much on your conservative side of things.
Yeah, conservative side, and and a lot of their views is like, well, this is what we believe is right, and if you don't like it, well, screw you, pretty much. And one of the things that popped up was the song with Tom MacDonald and Ben Shapiro, and also what maybe made it so big as well is that Ben Shapiro, of any shape or form, was in a music video, and he's doing a rap. And that also, like, the song is called Facts, and yeah, he's in the middle there doing a bit of a rap, and I have to say, for someone who doesn't rap, it was actually quite a decent rap. You know what I mean? For like someone who doesn't rap at all, doesn't sing, that's like the furthest thing that he ever does. That was quite impressive.
It is.
And then basically the whole story around that video, the record that's breaking now, to a point, and I was just reading, where it became the number one track on the Apple Music, on Apple Music. Correct. Now it's very different to the iTunes one. Apple Music is the one where you can buy your track. It's like $1.69 from what I read per track,
right?
And it got to a point where this song outsold Nicki Minaj. It's like, which was funny in itself, you know what I mean? Because I mean, it's not a mainstream song. Tom MacDonald doesn't he doesn't have a record label. By choice, which I think is pretty cool. And it basically, completely independent. And the fact that this song called Facts, which he based a lot on. Now, Ben Shapiro didn't say this. He was not the first person to say, facts over feelings. So that's not a Ben Shapiro line. Although it is spoken about, well, Ben Shapiro said it. Well, he didn't. He's
used it a lot. He's used it a lot. It's definitely one of. If you think about the phrase "the facts don't care about your feelings," you think of by default is to think of Ben Shapiro, because I've heard him say it so often.
Oh yes, he does. So he does use it.
But I don't think he doesn't claim to have coined that phrase or anything like that.
No, I was about to say but no, he does. You're right. He's very he does a lot of YouTube shorts where he reacts to certain. He has this thing about against. Well, I mean, he has many things against. One of the things he is against is the LGBTQ, or not really them. Transgender, for example. He has a thing about the him, her, they, them, and that was part of the music video actually, which was quite entertaining. Where Tom MacDonald is all about it. Him. I'm not anything else. It's just me, him, man. So it is a controversial song in the fact that a lot of the things they talk about can be seen by non-conservative side of people, can find offensive. Absolutely.
Mhm.
But I don't know. Sorry, I've been really enjoying this on top topics, which is why I'm talking a little bit. Do
Oh,
you
go
want
for
to
it.
add something in there and before I play the video, or it's up to you what you want to go from this?
Look, yeah, it's quite interesting because they did talk about a collaboration, the two of them. They talked about it about 8 months ago, and now suddenly they're
Oh,
doing
okay.
it, which is pretty cool. So yeah, I did watch an interview that Ben Shapiro, and they had a bit of an online chat. Um, but yeah, it's interesting that this song. I think this song, because he's now collaborated with Ben Shapiro, the song's gotten even. Just Tom MacDonald in general has gotten more traction because I mean he's been around for a good number of years already,
Yeah.
and he is, you know, he's not a new artist. He's been doing this thing for quite a long time, and he's garnered quite a following. And his narrative is definitely one against. He hates workism. He's all about. He's very. It's quite interesting how he's actually Canadian.
Yes, that's right.
But he loves America. He loves American patriotism. I quite like some of his songs. Look, hip hop is not my major go to style of music that I listen to a lot,
Huh?
but
Really?
no.
Surprise! Surprise! Yes.
But I do enjoy him because you know, he's outspoken and he says what he believes, and I like the fact that he's also he's independent. He doesn't have a record. He does not pen. He doesn't have to listen to what a record company tells him to do. He you know, he does everything himself. His girlfriend shoots his music videos. You know, he really is a self-made artist, which is fantastic in these days because the internet and YouTube allows musicians to be able to do that. You don't have to have a record company, so you can be fully independent.
Yeah.
So yeah.
He gets his music played through. There's a company which you do it through. It's
Yeah,
not an app.
TuneCore. That's what he
Yes.
was talking about.
Now the thing with this song, which you probably even read it into it, is that even TuneCore did not allow this song to be
I
to
heard
be.
about that. I
They
heard
wouldn't
about
even
that.
allow
Very
this
interesting.
song to be on their site, even though on YouTube it's up and running. But for whatever
Oh yeah.
reason, TuneCore, you know, is I don't know, maybe they're trying to save face because I mean, but I mean they put out so many of his songs that can be seen as controversial. But maybe because it's linked with Ben Shapiro, maybe they were like, this is probably two people on the same style and the same song could be dangerous for us, so we'd rather not let it go through. I'm thinking that's possibly what they were thinking.
Probably, yeah. They're like, oh no, this is a little too close to the edge, you know, kind of.
Yeah, yeah,
Like we've been close to the edge before, but this is maybe a little bit too close, you know. I don't know.
yeah.
But yeah, but I mean, it's not like Tom's even worried about that. I
Of
mean,
course not.
he's got such a following. I mean, what was it? 9 million views on YouTube in 4 days, and he's up to 11 million now in 6 days.
Yep, that's right. 11 mil, yeah.
Yeah, and YouTube hasn't taken it down, which I'm very surprised about. I think
Not
YouTube.
well. There's not enough in there to be incendiary. You know what I mean? There
It's
really
also true.
aren't. There's not like like hate crime or like racial
No,
slurs or
nothing like
anything like that. The
nothing like
song
that.
also got a lot of people, a lot of feathers ruffles, which I can understand part of it, in the hip hop community,
Yes.
because part of the video, he talks about like how he does rap, and he basically depicts rap as in you're from the hood, you carry guns, you do like a whole pile of woman lying everywhere, it was, and you know what, he might not have meant all of that, but just like how he came across, especially as a white artist. That's how I find it quite interesting. I mean, because I mean, it's not even his genre. Well, I don't think you call someone a genre a certain person, but hip hop across the board is more African American than white people.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's where it started, and it is mostly still. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's rap. Even rap, it stands for rhythm and poetry, and it started in black communities, definitely.
Exactly.
So yeah, I think
So for this white artist with another white artist, yeah, of course it's going to ruffle a few feathers in there. So I have two versions of it. I have the music video itself, but I cannot put closed captions on because the words are quite important. So what I think I'll do is I'll play the lyric video, and then if people want to watch the actual full on video, then
and watch Ben Shapiro do his thing with his hoodie.
Exactly. Actually, you know what? Maybe like the last video at the end of everything, I'll put the
actual video. That's a good idea.
The actual video right now, because it's more important to our conversation. I'll just put the words to it.
Cool.
And we can put it on there. What I might do is maybe, with a bunch of the words, maybe, I don't know what you're thinking, to maybe, pause it once in a while, to really, get into the words, or just want to play it right through?
Yeah, no, let's just run it. I think that's probably going to be the easiest.
All right, cool. I'll do that. All right, let's do it. Let me just share this sucker, and we shall. Before we do this, there doesn't really need to be much of a history lesson behind Shapiro. And MacDonald, to the point that we've done it, or we can talk a little bit more after this, if it'll.
Yeah, I'll chat a bit more afterwards. That's fine.
All right, cool. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go for it. Let me just share this file. Give me a chance. And we shall. Excuse me. I can't find my tabs right now. Where the heck is my tabs? No. Sorry, guys. I've now gone a complete. Where are you, my tabs? Oh, here we go.
They call me offensive, controversial. There's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, right. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with ELM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Keep it real facts, don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats, I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic, don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke, homie, no cap. Look at the graphs, look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You going to prison, I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. Did I make racks off compound interest? Y'all live with your parents. Nicki, take some notes. I just did this for fun.
Nicki Minaj.
All my people download this, let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream. There's no one to protect you. I'll bystand you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect you.
Oh, whoops. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's okay. I think we got the gist. If you want, or do you want to carry on with it?
No.
Oh, you got the lyrics there. Cool.
Almost there. And we get the gist. He doesn't care. He doesn't care if we offend him. So yes, well, I have brought up the lyrics as well. Not we can really see them from this side, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Always like, okay, I can see them if I really stare really hard at the screen. You know what I'm going to do? Actually, yes. So you talk. I'm going to just make them bigger and put them on a Word file, and then I'll bring them up on the screen.
Cool. What I found very interesting was I know he takes a dig at Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj actually came back and was like, "Yeah, I like it."
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, she did. Although she did hint on the back end that possibly the song sounds something similar to one of her songs. But yes, in general. But the only reason why she did that was because she has an issue with another. I don't know how I know this. Oh, because I've been reading all this nonsense. Another stupid name, Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, I got these freaking names coming from everywhere. But yes, she actually did reply back to it. So that was quite something. Kind of fun. Anyway, so I'm just going to pull up the lyrics because I thought, maybe we can go through some of the lyrics and but yeah, bring up something, and I'm just going to bring this up on the screen.
Yeah, look, I can understand from the, like you were saying, you got quite a bit of flack from the sort of a lot of the rap community, a lot of the black rap community and stuff because of it does sound like he did make like a generalizing statement about hip hop.
Yeah.
Maybe that was intentional just to get a rise out of people, because we know that not all hip hop is that.
Oh no,
and
I think it's a portion, but I think the majority's got nothing like that. No.
So and some of the black rappers have come out and said no, it's a bit of cultural appropriation and that, which but I mean, Eminem, no one talked about cultural appropriation when Eminem came out or anything like that. So I don't know if that's much of a.
Well, I think it's two different, and I would imagine that they would have at the beginning. But anyways, it doesn't really matter too much.
No one came out shouting at Vanilla Ice in the 90s, so I don't know.
Well,
I can't remember. I didn't. We had the internet back then, so mate.
Yeah, but he's not really a rapper.
Nah, well, I don't know.
Anyways, carrying on.
Yeah, I don't have a huge amount to sort of expand on about that, but
well, the easy way. When you're done with your side, then I'll just bring up the words. You can actually break a few things down, because there's a lot in the song to really break down.
Yeah. Look, Tom is definitely. I'm not surprised that a lot of people, kind of, especially on the left, see him as maybe, I don't like to use this word, but maybe I can't think of anything else, like a bit of an extremist when it comes to his views. A lot of people do think that, I think, about him, because he's very anti sort of everything on the left. So I'm not surprised about that.
Do yourself a favor and pull up the lyrics on your screen. But you're on a phone now.
I'm on my phone. Wait, my laptop is My laptop.
I would
is
say
on.
so. I mean, I would share the screen, but the thing is that the writing is quite small. Which just makes it more difficult. It just makes it more difficult for people to read.
That's cool. I mean, I'll bring the lyrics up on my side, not an issue.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll show them on the screen for everybody. For you guys watching. I mean, see what you can factor in on your little screen. I'm just gonna pull her up. You can chat because I think it's good to break it down a little bit more, just because of a lot of the lyrics, may have some truth and may not. I just thought it'd be quite interesting for everybody involved, especially people who don't know Shapiro or MacDonald a huge amount. I'm just going to bring up the screen while we're talking. Let's go. Let's just find it quickly. Oh wait, we go. Okay, and all right, cool. There's the lyrics.
Look at you on the same side I am.
Look at us, eh? Look at us, bro.
We minds think alike.
Oh wait, but I can't bring it up and down. Anyways, for the amount of time that we have, first of all, obviously going off. Okay, I'm not going to show the screen because I can't move it up and down. But I can. Hold on. Sorry, people. This is just still trying to learn this whole system.
Real time technical stuff going on here.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Is the screen moving stuff?
It is. Yes. Correct.
All right. Great.
Correct, it is.
All right. Cool. Fantastic. So the rapping thing. Let's just go onto that first of all. He says, "This ain't rap. This ain't money. Cars and clothes."
The chorus. Basically, the chorus. Yeah.
We ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns. Ain't promoting stripper poles. We don't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. So, surprise, the hip-hop community didn't like that. It's definitely an overgeneralization. As you say, maybe he did it on purpose, maybe he didn't. I would imagine that you can't say that stuff without at least being aware, of how, how over the top that is.
Yeah. Maybe, look, he's I think he's okay with being over the top.
He's almost like a troll in some ways in this kind of song.
Correct, and that's what him and Ben Shapiro laugh at, because Ben Shapiro is one of the biggest. He's also one of the biggest trolls of the left anyway, because because so many people see Ben Shapiro's views as also like very extreme. Yeah. And Ben takes great delight, unashamed delight in trolling the left. So, so now you got two of them on the same song.
I know. That's what makes this song so big in some ways, eh?
I think this song, I honestly, it would have been a good. I think it would have been another sort of. Look, this is very typical of Tom MacDonald's style, but I think the fact that he collaborated with Ben Shapiro made the song bigger than what it was.
Almost definitely, that's why it went so big.
Yeah. Yes, because now you've got. I mean,
that's obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it would have been sounds negative, but it would have been just another Tom MacDonald song, I think, because it's very like I said, it's very much this typical lyrical content of his. But the fact that he's got Ben Shapiro, who he's got worldwide notoriety now as having sort of what you could call extreme views of everything that's going on now. It just it sent it into the stratosphere.
Well, exactly.
Smart move. I got to be honest.
I'm trying to track down quickly as to what is the final tally on the amount of of the of it being the number one song or not. Do you have any stats on that one?
I don't, but let's see what.
I'm trying to track some in live time, as we say.
So the views on YouTube are at least 11 million in 6 days, which is pretty damn impressive.
Unless you're Mr. Beast, then it's quite lame.
Yeah, them's rookie numbers, man.
But they are, yes.
11 million, please.
Whatever. Yeah.
Mr. Beast, like, who's this Tom MacDonald? Who's this Ben Shapiro? What are these guys?
He like literally gets more than 100 million. And within the space of this is Mr. Beast's side. In the space of an hour, it's already hit a few million. It's crazy. He's a phenomenon. Carry on, sir, with the stats.
Yeah, I can't type and talk at the same time. Sorry.
Okay.
But I think also Billboard, the Billboard chart is also trying to stifle how many.
Okay, but sorry. Before you get the million thing,
how many views?
What is the stats on the Apple Music one? Which is why they're so big. I'm having a look also while we're talking now. And I'm just trying to find the stats, and I thought I had them. And there's supposed to be stats of how many million of basically, is he the number one artist at this point on Apple Music? I think it's Apple Music.
Yes. Yeah. Apple Music.
I'm trying to find it. Okay, it doesn't matter. Let's just leave it. It's fine. It should be bloody easy just to find these stats.
Yeah. Doesn't say. It's just got it here. It's unless you have to be signed into Apple Music to see that.
No, that's why God made Google.
Oh.
No, you wouldn't have to be signed into Apple Music. No reason why you would be into Apple Music. No. Okay. The only stats I'm picking up right now is from the end of January. So basically the 31st of January. I don't know now, but they were that song it held the number one spot on iTunes Music. Number one, which is ahead of Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj, and we do know how much relevant how much of we see that as called music. But anyways, that's quite scary though, hey? Like, in the sense, it just shows. I mean, I recently, which saw the Foo Fighters. That to me is real music. That's rock. But then we have two hip hop, whatever, women with backing tracks, with bullshit words, with everything else going on. That sounds so old. And they becoming, they're like in the top, three. And fair enough. Yes, McDonald's one as well. It's also like hip hop kind of feel, but it just shows, and it also makes a laughing stock of the Grammys as well. But that's also a whole nother story as well. How the Grammys has just fallen apart into ridiculously stupid music. And McDonald's actually talks about it. He actually talks about it where he has this whole thing about Sam Smith. About Sam Smith and his music. And Sam Smith also lost the plot. Although I don't know if he even had the plot. Right at the beginning, musically though, with his voice, he was really like he was very distinct sound to him. He's really good voice, really good voice.
I've definitely in the last sort of year, I've heard other artists who I think have been Sam Smith who are not. So it's kind of you get quite a few artists who have got that similar sounding voice, male artists. When he first came out, and then now he's just man.
He's basically gone the route of dressing up as a devil and and doing random sex acts on stage, and all trying to do this whole shock whatever the word I'm looking for, shock style to because it is anyways. But going back to to the song. Yes, so it's number one. And that was at the end of January the 31st,
Right.
which is Wednesday. It held the number one spot on iTunes Music. Also, what makes it big, obviously, is that Shapiro and I mean, he's never done music. MacDonald, yeah, he does music, but he's not like a huge level that these other artists who have a music label behind them with with all the marketing and everything else going on. The facts that this song with these two, I wouldn't say unknown, MacDonald's known, but he's not like up at that level. The fact that it's hit number one is why do you think it's resonated so much?
He's getting a lot of support from a lot of other people who are very, very sick and tired of things being pushed on most people from a very small group of people, I think, with regards to LGBTQ woke ideology in a lot of different ways. A lot of people are very, very fed up, and there's a huge amount of pushback happening. And I think people just respect Tom MacDonald for just saying the stuff that a lot of people are thinking, basically, because a lot of people are fed up with it. And then when you team up with someone like Ben Shapiro, who was also very fed up and not afraid of saying things, they're like, wow, okay, I resonate. Like, yeah, man, that's exactly how I feel. But this guy's on a flipping platform and he's got the number one song on Apple Music.
Yeah.
And he's saying that stuff. So,
but I would go on the feel that a lot of the support would be from the left. No, when I say right, from the
definitely
from the what the hell, the
conservative right,
conservative side. Yeah, because this is obviously stuff that in the day-to-day, that a lot of it would be either stepping on toes or saying things that a certain certain type of people would find it anti this or anti that. But yes, I mean, going on with this whole people being pissed off and stuff, things like I mean, I'm sure you've seen some of the videos that are going through of parents, parent teachers meetings, and like where the parents are losing their shit. They're putting down LGBTQ flags, the rainbow flags. They're losing their absolute mind. And I guess even if you're not conservative, I think a lot of this will ring true for a lot of people. I think with so much going on, that's like trying to make sure that everybody's happy, that nobody feels segregated in whatever bizarre way. Basically trying to cause as less, to ruffle it as little feathers as possible. I think the song in some ways has some form of a impact because of that. I guess you would go across to the other side, which is the Democrats side, where I guess you would find the hate from a lot of people because it's like so controversial and like in your face, and oh no, you can't say that. No, why not? Oh, because because it can be seen as. I mean, I'll pull up some of it. Okay, I've already pulled up some of his lyrics as we pretty much are ending our way through here. It speaks about, now bear in mind, yes, this is America, obviously, but it speaks about what do you say? I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry, you can scream, you can riot in the streets. you defunded the police. Now there's no one to protect you. I found that I think in general is quite a I guess in some ways that's fair, maybe. Now obviously he goes into this whole what's he say? Go work, go broke, no hope. It's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love. You're progressive, but you ain't pro-gun. No one to protect it. So he obviously, and from what that comes across, has a feeling about pro-gun. From what I can understand with it, which is obviously very conservative, and that's a bit. So like so there maybe a little bit of what I might say. Okay, that makes sense. But when someone goes into this whole pro-gun thing, with the amount of deaths of mass murders that have happened in America, compared to other countries in the world where the gun laws are really good, and the amount of gun violence and so forth is so low. I think he has mixed views. I think for me, I'm not going to listen to MacDonald much because I'm not a some of his things, okay, that makes sense, but in general, it's almost like a shock tactic as well, I think. So as much as somebody wants to be conservative, even as we were saying about Ben Shapiro, I mean, they are both known to be some form of online trolls once in a while. Which is fun for a while, but to me, it's a gimmick. Unless you can bring, some like more deeper, things. I see it more as there'll be a niche following. So I think after this song, MacDonald's not getting. I don't think his viewership and his followers. I don't think it's going to rise exponentially.
Okay. We'll just have to see. I think through the song, a lot more people are now aware of who he is.
Oh, most definitely.
Because it's just getting. It'll just come up in your YouTube feed no matter what these days. It doesn't matter if you're on the left or the right. It'll come up in some shape or form.
Oh yeah.
So I must say though, this is the one thing that sort of the whole thing that annoys me about the right versus left sort of a whole narrative.
Yeah.
Is that there's no one from the left or the right who I can see who's trying to make an effort to find somewhere in the middle where they can try and make where they can find some sort of common ground to actually agree on. So there's two extremes, and there's like this no man's land in between.
Yeah.
And it's like, and no one's going from either side. Or I think I don't know, maybe it just doesn't seem like it, because then you got the guys on the Daily Wire and all they're doing is attacking the left. And then you got everyone at CNN attacking everyone on the right. And it's like, and it's like, guys, you realize you're dividing your country.
Exactly.
It's not called, I don't see it as the United States of America anymore. I see it as the divided States of America, because it's so divided. And now you've got this, and now, we haven't even spoken about what's happening in Texas with the border issue, and that's divided America into even in half as well. I mean, geez, like, I'm afraid that one itchy trigger finger fires off one round and we've got a new American Civil War. It's very scary to know what's happening there. So that America is divided anyway, and which is really sad. And neither side seem to want to come to a table and go, this is a problem. Let's sit down and let's try and fix this. They're not wanting to fix it. They're wanting to stay on either side. And I think, and I've got a feeling, it's my thought is that there's so many people who are actually still in that no man's land, and they're like, I see this happening, but I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, so maybe it's a no man's land still filled with a lot of people, who are very like, I kind of agree with those views, but then again, I agree with some of these views. I don't know what to do, and you can't go. It's like you're almost not allowed to have both. It's like you're not allowed to have certain views that are maybe more favorable on the left and certain views that are maybe more favorable on the right, because you're going to get attacked from either side.
Well, that's the thing. I mean,
and it's sad state of affairs. Anyway.
No, I think that's actually a good way to end it. I agree with you, because I mean, I think originally the idea was like, like how the song's gonna, shock people, and which to a point. But I think this is a better way of ending it. Yes, it's a controversial song to some people. Yes, it's a power song to other people. But I actually think that's really good, dude. About as much as these songs are creating, ripples, it's for both sides, I guess. I think the impact really that should be looked on is like, where can people find common ground? Because as you say, the right wants to say the right, the left wants to say the left, and if you don't agree with our thoughts, then we're not going to talk to you. But as you say, there needs to be some form of middle ground. You know what? Yes, there might be a rainbow-colored flag on a wall somewhere. Like as an example, whatever, out of the myriads of examples there. Or there might be something that is, triggering, for like somebody else, he, she, them, they. Yes, they're interesting. Yes, right now it's creating like, oh my gosh, yes, don't say he, her. Sure, some of that stuff, it's like, it's just pronouns. And if we agree with them or not, if people are confused or not, they want to be somebody else. But really, to the level of like, is that really going to make an impact in the world right now? Probably not. You know what I mean? If that person wants to, use whatever genders, pronouns, may not agree with it, but if I'm going to throw all my energy into trying to fight it, that's really not changing the world at all. It really isn't going to change anything, besides having somebody feel more comfortable being called whatever they want to be called. Yes, sure. When it begins to, for example, work itself into schools or, woke stuff. Yes, that begins to become a bit of a problem, obviously, depending on what you do believe or you don't believe, and where, and where things are being pandered because people are scared, that they might say the wrong thing, or them. So I do believe that is something that obviously needs more looking into. But just the basics stuff, it's like, I mean, is it really going to affect? Can we just not try and? We can agree on some stuff. We don't agree with some stuff, but they shouldn't be like 100% I agree or 100% I don't agree. Yeah. So,
yeah, and that's I personally, maybe this might sound like a bit negative, but I can't see a middle ground being found anytime soon. It's especially in America. Sure, they're just we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it and everything. I'm keeping an eye on things that are happening in America a lot more nowadays, because America coughs and the rest of the world gets a cold. Basically that's my thing. So
I'm thinking though, I sometimes believe that, but I think what's happening there hasn't made. I don't think it's gonna. No, fair enough. I mean, that song did become #1 across the whole world. So I think in some ways that song and everything from it is going to create lots of conversations across the world. Absolutely. So I guess it's a positive and a negative that's going to come out the song. And hopefully it'll shine the light onto each country's as to But as you say, I mean, this kind of song should get you having conversations, but not fights.
There's a big difference, and it's there's just because you're having a debate does not make you enemies.
No, exactly.
And unfortunately, debates have become battles, and people then become enemies just because. And I mean, like we always say on this podcast, Gareth and I we have some opposing views in some things, but like we're still friends. It's like we're allowed to talk, we're allowed to chat. It's not because we haven't ended a friendship just because you've got your beliefs and I've got my beliefs about certain things, because we've got common ground in most things. But then and there's a couple of things that we're like, okay, you believe this, and so what,
So what exactly?
But
I do agree with you. When I crashed on multiple times on my scooters, there was an interaction with the police who came through, because the other guy was like aggressive, and they said something very interesting. The police woman or guy said to me, let's make this an incident and not an accident. I mean, sorry, an accident and not an incident, meaning it's happened. Let's work through it. Not, okay, it's happened, and you want to beat the shit out of everybody. Let's just, what? It happened. No one's fault or it's someone's fault, but let's just work through it, and not the flip side where people just go angry as heck and throw punches. And it needs to be a conversation, because guaranteed people are going to be totally against it. Guaranteed. And guaranteed some people are going to be like, yep. Let's have a conversation. Right, we are way past our ending times, but you know what?
That was good. It was a good conversation, man.
It was a very good conversation, guys. I'm sure only our diehards have lasted through all this time, or maybe you watched it in like little bite versions, which is how Bruce watches movies. He mostly watches them in bite sizes,
in installments.
Thanks for being along for the ride. Hopefully it's been helpful, because I imagine that this thing has come up on social media some way for almost everybody. I think.
Definitely. Yeah, well, engage with us in the comments. Tell us what you think of the song. Do you agree with Tom MacDonald? Do you like him? Do you not? All that. We just want to hear people's opinions and get people's views. So
yeah, absolutely.
And then also like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. We will catch you good. And we will
all that fun stuff.
One.
You know what? Maybe we will. I'm just trying to be very slick and pull up a video for us to leave on, but I didn't get too slick at the right time, so I apologize. So yes, we will definitely see you guys on the flip side, as they say. And when I can just So thanks for listening and watching. Exactly as Bruce is saying, let us know what you feel about these guys, or just in general about the song, and if it's brought up some conversations. All right. See you guys later. Goodbye. Bye.
They call me offensive, controversial. It's only two genders, boys and girls. They can't cancel my message because I'm the biggest independent rapper in the whole freaking world. Claim that I'm racist, yeah, alright. I'm not ashamed because I'm white. If every Caucasian's a bigot, I guess every Muslim's a terrorist. Every liberal is right. I don't want to talk to folks who don't get it. Go woke, go broke, no hope, it's pathetic. Pro-choice, pronouns, pro-love, you're progressive. But you ain't pro-gun, no one to protect it. Where the American flags at? Remember when people would hang those? They've been taken down, they all been replaced with BLM flags or a rainbow. This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the man who don't respect.
Let's look at the stats. I've got the facts. My money like Lizzo, my pockets are fat. Homie, I'm epic. Don't be a wap. Dog, it's a yarmulke. Homie, no cap. Look at the graphs. Look at my charts. You're blowing money on strippers and cars. You go into prison. I'm on television. Dogs, no one knows who you are. Keep hating on me on the internet. My comment section all woke Karens. And I make racks off compound interest. Y'all live with your parents. Nicki, take some notes. I just did this for fun. All my people download this. Let's get a Billboard #1.
This ain't rap, this ain't money, cars and clothes. We ain't selling drugs, we ain't gonna overdose. We ain't pushing guns, ain't promoting stripper poles. We won't turn your sons into thugs or your daughters into hoes. I don't care if I offend you. I was put here to upset you. You can cry and you can scream, you can riot in the streets. You defunded the police, now there's no one to protect you. I hope I offend you. I ask myself what would Ben do? Let's just keep it real facts. Don't care how you feel, man. If you want my pronouns, I'm the man. I'm the